Hey, it's been a long time.
Hey y'all, what's going on? What's happening? I cannot believe it. Guess who's back? What is that? Guess who? Guess who? Guess who? Guess who? Guess who's
We
back? I
back.
can't remember what that was on, but we're back. It's
We're
us,
back.
Diane, and Devonia, the ladies and lyrics. Welcome to Ladies and Lyrics. We missed
Yes.
y'all. Feel like we've been gone forever, but we're
Yeah.
back. Hot,
We
hot,
back.
hot, hot and live show. If you are
Yes.
on here, I hope you're on here. You didn't think that we were doing a recording. We're back tonight. Go ahead and say hi, shout out, say what's up, what's happening. Welcome back,
Hey,
lady. Hi, Karen. It's good to see you.
Yeah,
Who else
so
is out
yes.
we
there?
are live today.
We
Last
are
week was a
live.
replay.
Yes.
Yes.
That's Make sure you all read our captions because it'll let you know what's going on in the show for the upcoming week.
Absolutely.
Sorry, I'm sharing the
Yeah.
show. The show is different than something happened when I was trying to share it before. But yes, we are live here at Ladies with Lyrics. If you are online with us, go ahead and say hi. What's up? Wednesday.
What's
Thank you,
up?
Karen. Thank you. We're so excited to be
Thank
back.
you.
Diane
Yes.
looking fly in
Look at
that
Diane.
hat. Diane came back fly in that hat. Diane, you
Yes,
better
she
wear that
did.
hat, girl. She is
Hey,
doing that
let's
job.
give it a little different flavor going on here. We got to
She's
see
wearing
that.
that hat. Right. Tell her
Yes.
how she's looking hot in that hat. Diane, are you out
Yes.
there trying to catch that mister today? What's going on? What's happening? What's going on with that hat?
Where you at? Where you at? Absolutely.
All right,
Absolutely.
so you know what
Trying to
we
share
gonna
the
do?
show.
We just gonna jump into this show. Let's get going with some real talk, good music with us dope women.
Yes. Well, you know what, ladies? Let me tell y'all something. You know how you and this is funny. You know, the holidays is coming up. People are like, "Oh, I don't want to eat too much." I have starved myself for a whole month because I know Thanksgiving is coming, so I want to be able to eat and I don't want to gain no more pounds. But let me tell you about me. It ain't none of that. Ain't none of that. I'm just trying to walk on a regular. But you know how you look at yourself in the mirror. For me, I look at myself, I look in the front, and I'm like, okay, I'm kind of liking it, Then I turn around, I look in the back, but I look at my butt. I ain't looking at nothing else. But I realized two things lately. I didn't notice when I got my hair cut in the back, I saw some back fat on my neck. I said, what in the world? Then I went to the beach and just knew I was cute in the front. You could tell me nothing. I had that bathing suit on, and the bathing suit was new. It was yellow and white. And I put that on, and we took a picture. And I looked in the back of the picture, baby. I saw some rolls and rolls and rolls. I said, oh, wait a minute. But I also feel that I see people today, they don't, and not in a bad way that they don't care, but they wear they neck fat and they back fat and they hips proudly. Like they're not even, hi Brenda, they're not even worrying about what other people are saying. And guess what? I'm with them. I don't know about this back of this neck fat though. I'm letting my hair grow back. I can't do that part. I'll be honest with you. I gotta hide that. But that back fat, that's what it is. And I see women my age, younger, older, they just go ahead and say this is what it is. I never knew somebody that got, and maybe they have, you think they have surgery on your back where you can get the back fat, you could get that
Mm-hmm.
worked out.
Yeah, it's called 360 surgery.
Mhm.
What is
So
it called?
yeah,
360?
yeah, 360.
I
Yeah,
wonder how
and
much
they
if
do the
my
back,
insurance
the
would pay for it.
arms.
Diane, Diane, you said you trying to see if the insurance gonna pay for that? No, I don't think because it's cosmetic. So no,
Yeah.
no.
Even if I told them that if my back is hurting,
Nah.
Maybe, possibly though, if
because
we're talking
when
about
people have
breast
breast
reduction.
reduction,
Yeah.
because they back it's bothering them. So do you think this back fat is kind of heavy? I really was a real skinny. I'm telling you, I used to be in the single digits. Now I'm in the double digits.
I
I don't want to go
mean,
back in the single get. Don't do it. Don't call and ask them.
You know what? No. So if you have a good surgeon or a good doctor, they can come up with a reason that the insurance company would buy that would allow you to get the surgery. I mean, but it is a vanity surgery, just being devil's advocate. Sometimes as we get older, our bodies can't take unnecessary stuff,
Okay, Ty.
so
I'ma just continue to wear the one piece or the pull up where and it make it smooth. The rolls
High
are still
waist,
there, but
the
it
high
make it,
waist, the high
yeah,
waist.
the high waist. I'ma just go ahead and continue to do that.
now there is this new procedure that they're doing. It's called, I forgot what it's called, but it's something like a liquid fat transfer. Now I don't know how well it works. It's something that they do with some pens or whatever. I have seen this young lady. She started her own company where she does this, and it's like a basically it's like a fake Brazilian butt lift, but then you can do it on your body too, like on your back and stuff. I'm gonna find a name for it and I'm gonna tell you about it. But I don't know how well it works though. I don't know if I don't really know if it works, but you could
Now, you
try.
know what, Tom? I'ma just continue to love me the way I am, the neck fat, the back fat, and just, do the traditional thing and just walk and push away from the table, eat a little more healthy. Because I can't take pain either.
Yeah.
My pain
Yeah.
tolerant is not, I gotta be
Yeah.
walking around because they be having the bottles on them and everything drip. I can't do that.
Yeah,
I,
and
I'm
it's not. You know what? It's not worth it. The stuff that you would have to deal with for months. I mean, it's not really worth it.
it's not.
Just love yourself. I realized the other day when I looked in the mirror, I'm getting my mama body, and
Okay, okay. Yes, I'm
You
with
don't
you.
say
I
that
love
like
my
it's a
mama
good
body.
thing.
no,
Yes.
I'm embracing it because I have like this tummy fat that I really need to work on trying to get rid of while I possibly still can, because I think I still have room to, if I work hard enough, I can get the weight off. But I just like, yeah, I may not have that flat stomach like I want. I should have been working on it, but it is what it is. So
Yeah. A
Well,
friend of mine was telling me, like, when you look at yourself, we're gonna be real. We women, I don't know if other people do this, but you look at yourself naked, and then for me, I'd be like, oh, if I could do this or if I could do that. But just now, when I'm looking in the mirror and looking at myself, I'm just every day just a little bit saying it's okay and I'm beautiful. And this is all
mm.
mine. This is all me. And love it because with the clothes on, I'm good. What? With the clothes on, I am absolutely, I'm gonna be honest, I'm good. I feel good about myself. But baby, when I take them off, I say what?
You know what?
So
But
yeah.
Diane, for
Well,
me, if my hips was a little bit wider, I would be okay, because then it kind of like balance out the love handles in the stomach. If you ever looked at some girls that just like got that bank in shape, if you really look at them closely, they actually really do got a belly, but because their hips is so
mm,
wide, so much more wider than their love handles in their stomach, it make them look like they together. So I'm
you
like,
see
if
that?
I had a little bit more wider hips, I probably would be, I
You
wouldn't
could
even
get
really
away
be
with it.
tripping. I could get
Okay.
away with it.
Yeah. But as I got older, I gained weight because, like I said, I was like this. But as I like my weight. I just wanted, it's the weight is coming from the waist on up. I'm like, baby, we can spread the love, give the whole body a little bit, put some of this fat.
with
It's
some of
just,
the legs.
yeah,
Well, you got to, if you want to change it, just do what you need to do to change
yeah,
it.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Make some different decisions as far as your diet and exercise.
Absolutely.
Um, or just embrace it. So those are the two, to me, those are the two choices. I'm like,
No, you're right. I
okay.
think I'm gonna embrace it and change it too. So while I'm embracing, I could actually see the change. It's yeah. I'm not gonna say it's hard. It's just something you just got to do it.
It
Got to
is
do
Yeah.
hard
it.
though. The older you get, this stuff don't want to go as fast because I'm only trying to lose 5 pounds. These pounds don't want to go anywhere. I'm just like, what is going on? It's never been this hard for me to lose weight. I know exactly what to do for me to get. It's not working, so I have to go back and reflect. Okay, what's going on? I'm trying to get prepared for when the birthday roll around. But if it roll around and this is what I have to offer, this is what I'm coming out with. Period.
Yes.
Right. Well, I've
Absolutely.
never been skinny. I always been bigger than everybody. So I'm used to it.
Okay. Yeah, this is since I came to North Carolina, this southern
Living.
I know
That
what it is.
southern
But I'm
living.
not yes, and I'm not moving as much. You're getting in the car for everything. I'm not going on the train. I'm not going up and down the steps. All of that is exercise. And
Yeah.
I'm not doing those things. Even me not going to work. I'm not going out. And I went to a meet and greet with my job yesterday, and the president was saying how he used to take the bus because he didn't like the
Mm.
traffic and everything. But now working from home, you know what he said he does? He
What?
goes walk to the bus stop
Oh, okay.
and he
Okay.
walked back. So it gives him a separation, I guess, of just going out, getting out the house and taking that walk. I was like, that's a good idea. But if I did that, I would have to walk a little further because my car is right there. But that was a good thing though. Getting up and leaving out the house is
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
see, for me, I'm in a different neighborhood now because I moved a few weeks ago. So I'm in a better neighborhood to where I can really walk around and get some real exercise.
Mm,
So I said I was going to start back doing that where I was going to get outside and just try to do a daily walk. Um, just to kind of get back in shape because it ain't snowing yet. It's still pretty decent outside. I can at least go for walks until it gets freezing cold outside. So yeah, and then yeah, I'll be okay. So maybe that'll help jumpstart some things. And then trying to start eating better. So I've been trying to really figure out getting my eating together because I know part of losing your belly is what you do in the kitchen.
Oh yeah,
okay.
honey. And it's the hardest thing. It's the hardest thing to lose, and there's no such thing as targeted weight loss. You can't be like, I only want to lose this
Yes.
thing. It doesn't work like that. It's just gonna go where it's gonna go. But you can do exercise for each of those body parts to tighten it up. But there's no such thing as this is the only part that I want to lose, and that's it. Nah, you're gonna lose it everywhere, or you're gonna gain it everywhere. So,
Right,
Yeah. I
yeah.
need
right.
to get it. Yeah. I'm gonna just do it. I'm not even gonna complain or talk about it too much. I'm gonna just go ahead and I'm gonna work it out.
Lately I've noticed that I don't like meat the way that I used to. It's just, I'm
Mm.
really moving further and further from eating meat.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
I don't know if it was the pandemic or what, or I don't know if the meat quality has gone down or something, but
Yeah.
I noticed for me, it's just like I eat certain meats, especially like if I have a steak or something, it just don't taste right to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like the
So I
steak.
don't, yeah, it's just like, okay, maybe I need to lay off of that for a little
Yeah.
while because I've noticed that.
Yeah. I made a whole turkey meatloaf and I'm like, oh my God. I threw the whole thing away. The
Oh
whole thing.
wow.
I threw it away. I did not want it. I was not eating it. I don't know if it was that particular meat or what, but I hadn't really been eating meat. And this is so a little sidebar. You know how I don't know if you've seen people who say they're vegan or something, and they're like, you know, you're like, you're vegan, hmm. But they still gain weight. So even though you don't eat meat, you can still gain weight based upon
Yes,
those other things that you're substituting that meat for, or you're eating more of.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
absolutely.
yes, I was a pescatarian, well, mostly vegetarian for 11 years. And when I would tell people that I was, pescatarian, vegetarian, they'd be like, but you still kind of healthy. And I'm like, yeah, it's like a lot of different foods you can eat. You still, you know, that I'm not eating like a bird. I'm eating good.
But I'm
Right.
eating. I'm getting that good food.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
ladies, we're gonna do better, but it's gonna get hard because holidays up. And no Thanksgiving then Christmas, but after Thanksgiving, I'm gonna do well, I feel like I do this fast. It's gonna be real interesting though, in between Thanksgiving and Christmas, how I take that. And I'm gonna let y'all February. I just 5 pounds. Why can't I lose 5 pounds? I don't get it. Y'all, if I reach it, I get it. Okay, but let's go. Let's get into it. It's time to get lyrical. I'm excited. Everybody's probably not excited, but I'm excited because our new song, we have a new genre. We've never explored this genre. We actually are going to share a country song tonight. And so I'll just tell y'all a little bit how I became a country music lover. I have a friend who listens to country. He's a black man, and I think he has a little white man inside of him. So he's a black man, and I say little because he's kind of short, so he's probably not watching the show. But he used to listen to country music all the time, and every time we get into the car, that's what he was playing, country music. And so because I was listening to it, when I was in the car with him, I just started knowing the songs and listened to the songs. And now when I got in my car, I would program to 99.5 and I'm listening to country music. When I lived in North Carolina, that's what I would drive home to because my drive was kind of long. So in the mornings, I listened to gospel. And in the evenings, I listened to country music all the way home. So I'm a country music lover because the music is just so real. You can understand the lyrics. As I was listening to this, I'm like, I didn't have to look these lyrics up. I can understand everything he's saying. I understand the words. And it's just about real stories. And I know they have a little twang to them, but if you listen to them enough, man, they could get into you. And this particular song, I just love it because I love the message of it. So y'all listen, stay with us. I know you're probably not with country, but stay with us because this is going to be a great conversation. The name of this song, Live Like You Were Dying by Tim McGraw.
What you do? And he said, I went skydiving, I went Rocky Mountain climbing, I went 2.7 seconds on a bull named Blue Manchu, and I looked deeper and I...
Okay, we don't want to get
I don't know what the problem is. I'm not hearing any sound whenever we come out. Like I didn't hear the song at the beginning. I didn't hear that song. I don't know what is going on. So I didn't even know if we stopped.
Did you hear Diane?
Yeah, I was singing. Y'all was singing.
Oh, okay.
I can't hear anything or see anything. Every time we come out, I can't see anything.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
Well, I hope y'all heard it out there.
Did y'all hear it? Can somebody tell me? I heard nothing. I think it's up there. I had to do all these things over to get into it. I'm sorry, but I don't know what's going on. I'm not hearing anything, so I couldn't even tell. I'm like, is it playing? Okay, so I missed it. That's not kid. That's messed up my groove, man. Anyway, what part did you play?
Just the beginning of the chorus when he said he went skydiving.
In my early 40s. Oh, the chorus.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me talk about the very beginning of the song. I'm going to just read some of the lyrics. He said, I was in my early 40s with a lot of life before me when a moment came that stopped me on a dime. I spent most of the next days looking at the x-rays and talking about the options and talking about sweet time. There, had to do that there. But I wanted to talk about that because that last line when he said talking about the options and talking about sweet time, because I think that really, really embraces the entire song because it's like, what would you do if you found out you have a certain amount of time left? What would you do with it? And I think that is about what would you do if hey, this is happening. What would you do? This song is Live Like You Were Dying. He said he started thinking about the option and talking about sweet. He said, I asked him when it sank in that this might be really real and how it hit when you get that news. Man, dude, you got that news you that you might not be very you do? And that's what the chorus came in. I want to let them talk about it a little bit, then I'll come back. But the song really talks about time and what would you do with how you, because this song, it changed. He changed into a different person. So, okay, out there, I'm going to Diane jumped in because I have so many thoughts about this song.
Okay. So I think I get the gist of what you were saying because you're going in and out.
Yeah, you
But
going
you know
your
what?
internet's
Okay.
not good.
But Comcast has been really fumbling the ball lately because
I don't have Comcast though.
Oh, okay. So, okay.
Well, my niece was here a weekend messing with my stuff, and I think she did something.
That's okay. But, well, okay. But, okay. So for me, coming into this song, I wasn't too excited to listen to the song. But when I listened to the song, I was like, okay, I can get with this, especially with like where I feel like I am in life right now. I'm like, okay, we put too much pressure on ourselves to do this and do that and trying to make it, trying to do this and trying to do that with our lives. But then tomorrow I could be gone. And then what was it all for? Right. So it just kind of make me feel like, okay, it's time for me to live like I was dying, live like tomorrow is not like I don't get a chance to get to tomorrow, and I need to not be so serious about everything and live a little and have a little fun and not be put so much pressure on myself to make things be a certain way. So this song was a surprising surprise for me in that it really had me thinking. I'm in the middle of like planning a conference and I'm putting so much pressure on myself to make sure that this conference is a success when I just need to just chill. I need to just okay, we freezing in and out.
Or
Okay.
me or you.
Devonia.
Okay. We just having slight technical difficulties, but we just gonna roll with it, y'all. What you think about it, Diane? What you think
Yes.
about the song? Let us know about
What
the
I
song.
think about the song, I didn't listen to it first. I read the lyrics first.
Mm-hmm.
And then I listened to the song. And this is how I live my life. And what I mean by that is I don't have anything in my house that it's Thanksgiving. This is for we're gonna use these dishes for Thanksgiving. Those glasses are just for Christmas. Don't sit on, when you sit on the couch, it's plastic. I do remember those days. I'm
Mm,
free. I live my life and I call them blessings. People might call them things. I call them blessings. I use all of my blessings because you never know. Okay, perfect example. Milton was here in 2016 for Thanksgiving, and we planned the trip to Disney World.
mm-hmm.
And he wasn't here for Christmas. It
Mm-hmm.
never came. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So if I was saving dishes, he would never get to drink or eat out of any, you know what I'm saying? So
Right.
for me, is that I'm living my life intentionally to enjoy it. And I don't know, sometimes some people might come in, I have a room, I call it the bar room, but it's a lot of games and stuff in here because I like to play games. It's the kid in me. But I also feel like in some aspects, I don't want to grow up. And guess what? I don't have to grow up.
Right.
I can do those things. And I'm today, I am free. I am free. I'm not just even free, even when he says he's gonna love deeper and he's going to
Mm,
speak sweeter. I just feel like this time in my life that I feel like we can always get better.
yeah.
But I feel like I'm living my life like if God said, Diane, come, I don't want you to say this, God. Let me
Me
just have a
neither.
little talk with him. I ain't ready. But I'm just saying that I know that I'm living my life full. I'm living my life full. I'm not holding anything back. Even more freer, like we were talking about earlier, of looking at myself naked in the mirror and just being able to accept. That's also a part of being free and not holding back. Because when it's time to check out, I don't want to be able to have to say, you know what, I don't want to do skydiving. I wrote this down, but I want to say that I am doing everything. I am living my life on purpose when I wake up in the morning. Most of the time, I am happy. I'm a happy person. Most of the time, I'm giving off, or if I'm meeting someone, they're going to meet, they're going to embrace hope and happiness and motivation. And I just feel like we should live our life like somebody said, that this is the date, because the date is really coming. We just don't know
Yeah,
when it is.
just don't know when.
We don't know when it is. So you can save the dishes, and you can save that dress, and you could, not want to sit over there, and you don't want no one to use that room. You better sit in every place in this house. Just don't go up my steps. But you can sit in anywhere downstairs. I just want to live my life out full. So I can't even say that there's things I want to do, but I'm living my life on purpose. I'm
Yeah.
living it full. Like people say, I'm living my best life. I'm living my life full, and I'm living my whole life. And I'm happy, and the sky is the limit. And yeah, it's like, yes, that's how I
Re-
feel. I'm free.
Real
Free,
quick,
free.
because I ain't want to forget this, but what Diane was saying, like I said, I recently moved, and when I was packing up everything, because my move was fast, it was abrupt. I really didn't have time to really do a lot of different things because I'm just, life is happening. And so when I moved, I looked at all these dishes that I had that I don't use, all this extra stuff that I just wasn't using. And I was like, when I move, like when I moved to get my forever home, my big house, as I call it, I'm not gonna have unnecessary things. I'm not gonna have a place setting for 50 people when it's just me and my baby and
Okay.
possibly West Side. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have enough for when if I have guests or whatever, and then if I'm having a big dinner party at my house, I'll just rent dishes and then give them back to the people after I'm done. But
I'm just looking like that too. I never thought of it like that, but I promise you that if I had a dinner party, and I have had that I know that I could just go in my garage, or whew, I can go in there, because I'm a person that I want to have it on the spot when I'm getting ready to do something. But that's just me. You know what I'm saying? Because but I get what you're saying. You don't want to have things unnecessary. If you're going to have a
yeah,
dinner party, you're not having a dinner party every week. So you don't want to have those extra, I call them blessings, in that
yeah.
garage. Yeah,
But it was
absolutely.
I had so much stuff, like literally stuff that I probably hadn't looked at for years.
Oh, wow.
Years. And I was like, why do I still have this? I'm not doing nothing with it.
Yes.
And so it was just like, for me, it was just like an eye opener. Let me start focusing on the stuff that really matters. And
Mm,
especially with looking at this song, it's like he's saying, forgive the people, send out forgiveness that he didn't send out before. Um, love deeper and spoke sweeter. It's like it was like a realization, like all of this stuff that I thought mattered, it don't matter.
matter.
It just
Right.
don't matter. And then it also made me feel like he was thinking about, what is my legacy gonna be when I leave here? I have time now, with however much time I got left, I can clean up my legacy. So whatever is
Mm,
flawed about my legacy, whatever is messed up about my legacy, I have time now to clean up my legacy. And it really has me thinking. Like, I've been so stressed out, y'all. Y'all just don't know. I've been very, very stressed out. But this song today was like a real eye opener for me. Stop putting so much pressure on yourself. Just live, and whatever's gonna happen, whatever's gonna be, whatever's meant to be, it's gonna be, and you gonna be okay.
absolutely.
He said, I love deeper and I spoke sweeter and I gave forgiveness I've been denying. I like that part. That's like one of my favorite. When he said, I spoke sweeter. I spoke sweeter. I loved deeper. And I gave forgiveness. Look at this part that I had been denying. So you were being petty, this whole time. You didn't want to forgive these people, but now you feel like I don't have a lot of time. So I'm giving this forgiveness that I was denying people. And why? I think for him, he was like, why am I even being that way? Why am I even doing this? Does it really matter? And then he says, I hope someday you get a to live like you were dying.
So you could change.
So you can
look at yourself
realize,
and change
yes,
something.
what is really important? What is the important stuff? Is it really important for me to be mad at this person? Be like, no, I'm not forgiving you. Is it really important for me to be like not love you as much as I can? Or I spoke sweeter. Can you think about that? Just like being nicer to people verbally, I spoke sweeter. I could just, the things he said, I could just visualize a person doing that just to say, hi, good morning, great. And Diane, I'm with you because I do realize that I have kind of transformed myself in a lot of ways because I'm very much an introvert. I kind of stay to myself. But when I'm out now, I'm like, hey, how you doing? I speak to people. Not that I want us to have this deep conversation, but I feel like what I feel inside of me, like the happiness and the peace that I feel, I want people to see it and feel it. And so I give it much more freely now. So I really relate to this song in a lot of ways because I try to do. Can y'all hear me? Am I going?
No, I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
No, because I'm thinking of something in my head.
Oh, okay.
Something that you said.
I'm not trying, like, because you were smiling. I'm like, let's not be hearing every other word.
No.
Go ahead.
No, because when you said about you being an introvert and you say, but now you speak to people, but not that you want to have a deep conversation. And I'm an introvert too, but I shy away from just be like, hey, good morning, because I'm like, I don't want you to start having no conversation with me.
Right. And I'm going to tell you, it happens because I would say at the gym now, I'm much friendlier with the people there because when they see you every day, they feel like they know you, they speak. It's crazy for you to try not to speak to these people because you do kind of know them. You see them every day. So it's like a, hey, what's up? But once you start having, they definitely come start talking to you. So I have way more conversations than I probably want to have for real. But I do it because, I feel good and I don't want to be, this sour puss. Oh, she's so evil and mean and don't say anything to her. But it's not that really. It's just I be focused on my workout and I just want to get done and leave. But yeah, I love the words to this song. I think when he said, I was finding the husband that most of the time I wasn't.
That is something. That's heavy.
Yeah, that's heavy.
And it's also sad. Like he's changing his life, and now you want and this I have seen this happen when people are getting ready to leave this earth. They want to apologize. They want to say sorry.
Yeah.
Please forgive me. Like you said, they want to say kind words, but is that really fair? Because now you're leaving. Now you're leaving tomorrow, or you're leaving in a few minutes. And now you said, but you did all these other ugly things to me, and now you want forgiveness. Now because to me it's like, okay, now when I get to the gate, I want God to say, open the door. Is that really fair? Because the whole time you was here, you didn't think of that. So to me, it could be a little selfish. Now he's finally being a husband. So all these years, I'm just saying, if he was married for a long time, and she went through, you was a butthole, and she went through all that unhappiness, and now you finally being a good husband. That's not, but you also it's also you being a good husband, but now she's like, oh, I'm losing my husband. Now he's like, it's just a little.
Yeah. Is it fair to everybody else now? And should everybody else be like, hey, because you decided you want to change, is it fair now to the things that you've done in the past? Does that negate it? Does that cross all the things out before that?
Right.
That's right, Brenda. It's never too late to make your peace. And that's how I think about it. It's like we either can, Yeah, and I get it. I totally get that thought process, whatever. But it's just like, okay, you can only do what you could do. And if somebody still feels some kind of way because you've been a butthole for 18 years, but then you're trying to get it right, that's a them problem now.
Yeah, but I'm just saying because I have personally experienced that,
Hmm.
right? That I was treated a certain way, and they was literally okay because he's not here anymore, so I'm gonna just share it. It was my one of my son's father. He was passing away, and he knew it. He got the call from the doctor, and he said, but he never told me that. But the sorry and the things that he was saying, I just want to let you know I mean, it's a twofold. You was a good mother. You was there. I wasn't present like I should have been. Um, it was just kind of, I was like, wow, but you knew you was leaving. So I
Yeah.
never really. What about last year and the year before that? Why you couldn't say it then? Why did you take me through? I feel like in a way at that point I was I don't want to say over it, but I was like, this is what it is. But now, and I guess on my part, I have to be able to forgive. So to me, it's on me because
Yeah.
he's asking for forgiveness and I have to be. But I was like, what in the world? And I guess really talking to y'all about it now, it was just really something that was like, you leaving. You're leaving. I don't even get to talk to you anymore about this. I don't get to say anything else about this because you're leaving. He never said that he was leaving. He
Hmm.
never said that. He just
But
apologized and he, I guess, made amends. And then
yeah,
a few days after that, he passed away.
but then it's up to us as individuals to give the grace, to,
Right.
Yeah.
to, to just walk in grace and allow that person to, because sometimes what we do is we want the person to do this or do that and be this and be that, and they don't do it in our timeline. And we're pissed off because it didn't happen when I wanted you to do it. So when you're going to do it, when you feel like, no, forget it, I don't want it. No, I don't want to subscribe to
No,
that.
Yeah.
right. I'm saying
I
that when
think,
we're talking about it, it's just brought up
yeah,
something, and it's the truth. And I just feel like
You're
I
right.
also have to be forgiving.
yes,
You know what I'm
absolutely.
saying? And like you
Yeah.
say, allow them and give them the grace. And it could have been where he didn't say anything and he
Mhm.
just left. So it's being grateful for that moment and that time that he was
You
able to
don't,
say that.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I had this
Okay.
thought. We don't know. We don't know when our time is, right? But when we do know when our time is, that's unusual. And maybe God made it so you'll know when your time is, so you'll get things right with people. So you do have an opportunity to get things right and be right. God said, "Let me see what you're gonna do. I'm gonna let you know when you're gonna expire from this earth, and let me see if you put your affairs in order, if you get right with people, and then you have an opportunity to do that." I mean,
That's
that just hit
true.
me. I don't
Yeah.
know, but a lot
No,
of
but
us
it's
don't get
true.
that type of,
No, a
we
lot
don't
don't.
know. No.
No, but when I have seen it in that situation and other situations when people are leaving, they are, I don't want to say sorry, but they just want, like you said,
Yeah.
they want to make amends and they want to have that grace and they want to, and it's also giving them peace when they leaving. So that's
Yeah.
just fair to give
The
them peace.
the reality of immorality is something that opens up so many people's eyes to know that I'm able to die. Because some people don't think like that. You just not thinking about dying. But then when something hits you, because it's a lot of people live in a state of mind of, oh, it can never happen to me. And then when it happens to them, it's just like, oh, yeah, it can happen to me too. So I
Yeah.
think sometimes when it comes to just the realization that I am an immoral being, that I'm gonna leave here. Do I really believe in heaven and hell? And then when
Mm,
you know that you're about to leave here and go somewhere, now you get to thinking about stuff you never thought about before. And I think that's the same way when it comes to having a sorrowful heart when you know you're leaving here and you just want to make things right. You just want to make things right with people. And unfortunately, sometimes it do take, I mean, because look at it. Let's get religious here. Look at people who get their life right with God at some point in their life. Sometimes, for most people, it's because something, their life was just a mess and they wanted something different to happen. So they chose to go to God to change their life. Now, can would it be fair for God to say, "Now I've been telling you to come to me and get your life together, but you wanted to wait till you was down and hit rock bottom to now you want to come to me?" If He did us like that, then where will we be? So eh, like y'all was saying, it's like thank God that somebody came to their senses to say, "Yeah, I treated you wrong. I should have been forgave you. I need to be nicer. I need to think differently. I need to be kinder. With people surrounding me." Thank God they come to the realization and cherish the time you got left with that person.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He
Absolutely.
said, I finally read the good book and I took a
Mm.
long, hard look
Yeah.
at what I do if I could do it all again. And then he said, and then I went skydiving, I went Rocky Mountain climbing. So it was so funny because you're saying that. He said, I finally read the
Right.
good
The
book
good book. I finally read
and
the
I took a
Bible.
long, hard
Oh,
look.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we just never know. We just never know. Just like, I mean, it's so many things I could say. And this is, like I said, this song is like really hitting home, even though I knew what the title was, but I wasn't really interested into listening to the song until I listened to the song. And I was like, oh my God, like this is putting things in deep perspective for me. Like,
Aw, what's
yeah,
wrong,
oh, the
Mama?
baby's crying.
Yeah, she's
So
crying.
Devonia has her
I have a
baby,
visitor. Let me see her.
her
All
grandbaby
the way from
here.
St. Louis. You want to come visit?
Okay,
She's a
she's
pretty
coming to
girl.
ladies and lyrics.
She's busting a little bit.
We got babies and baby ladies and lyrics. Oh, look at her.
Look, say hi.
Oh,
She is so
Say hi.
cute. Hi. What's her name?
Peyton.
Hi,
Peyton, yeah.
Peyton. Look at her. Hi, Peyton.
She's
She's
looking at
not
y'all
crying.
too.
She's not crying no more.
No, she's looking at you and I'm tying. Say hi,
Hey,
everybody.
girl. How you doing? How
This
you
is
doing?
a new lady of Ladies and
Hey.
Lyrics. Everybody, shout out to
Yes.
Peyton.
Hey, Peyton. Hi. She's so cute.
See
Yeah,
her
Look
she
at it.
still.
She's not
very
crying no more.
beautiful.
She's not. Maybe she wants to be on with me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let me move up because I think she's trying to look at. She's very alert. She's only 3 months old, but she's so alert.
Oh, she is
Hi, everybody. Look,
adorable.
say hi. And she was
Oh,
crying. I don't know. She had a long drive here, so she's probably tired.
yeah. Is she?
Yeah.
Yes, Peyton. How you doing? Hey, girl.
Say
Hey,
my
girl.
cuteness
Hey.
is just gonna take over the whole show. She's gonna
Yes, she
take
is
over the whole
adorable.
show. Well, her mom tunes in to us every week. So Peyton hears our voices. So she's probably used to hearing us talk. So she's probably like, I know those ladies.
Oh, you know us, Peyton. We got to
Mhm.
meet you
Yeah.
today.
Well,
Hey
you know what?
y'all.
That while we had a heavy, heavy, heavy conversation with the song "Live Like You Were Dying," that makes a good segue with Baby Peyton coming into our "What's Going On" series. So, I mean, or section. So, with what's going on, we just want to talk about today. What are you grateful for? What are you grateful for? So, for me, I'm gonna say what I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for a healthy child. I'm grateful for my mother, especially in this time in my life. I'm truly, truly grateful for that, for her. I'm grateful for God's grace in this season of my life. I'm grateful for God's grace on my life. So many things have happened. This year was a phenomenal year. All year was phenomenal. And then all of a sudden life happened. But yet, because of God's grace, I'm still here. I still have contentment. I still have peace. I still have joy. I may be working through some things, but I'm still blessed. And that's what
Absolutely.
I'm grateful for.
All
What
right
about
now.
y'all?
Okay, girl. Well, I am grateful for so many things, but I'm grateful for my health and praying that it gets even better. I'm grateful for my wonderful three boys, my grandchildren. And I have a granddaughter too now. I had three boys. And I'm
That's
grateful
good.
for my family and my friends and just
Is that good? Is that a good
through the pandemic and all that has happened, just really being able to sit back and really put things in perspective. Um, and even in a way, the things you were saying, Ty, just being grateful for it doesn't have to be an abundance of stuff that you never use, but just
Mhm.
being appreciative for the things that you do have. And yeah, and I'm very grateful for ladies and lyrics. I'm grateful for you
Yeah.
all and our audience.
Are you
And
trying
I'm
to go?
also grateful for
Where are
even
you
if it
trying to
hasn't
go?
for my job and that even haven't come to path yet, but my future. I'm grateful for the things that God have in store for me. So yeah, so much. My list is so long, so long, but
Oh,
I'm
it's so
grateful.
hard to know where to start. Um,
Yes. Yeah,
yeah,
and my
I'm going to.
aunt Karen and Brenda, nobody else is up here, so I can't mention y'all name because y'all not here. So yeah.
I'm going to start with health. I just went to the doctor and, just get everything done, physical done. And when you go to the doctor, you feel like, oh, I feel great. But it's still like, there's always like this little inkling in your mind, just you don't know. And when once you get the results, you're like, oh, yeah, I knew it. But it's good to know that everything's okay. Are you looking at me? Do you like these earrings? She wants to reach for these earrings. You see her? Look. Okay,
Mhm.
Yes.
sorry. She distracted me. Look at the little hand. I see it. But remember last week I was talking about the breast exam? Oh, that was 2 weeks ago. And I actually found a lump in my breast when I went to get the screening, which is why I was really urging you all to get screened. And so, but everything's okay. And so I'm just grateful for that. Grateful for this little one and just my whole family, my boys. I have granddaughters. Grateful for them all, and my family, my support system. That I have a roof over my head. That I don't have to worry because I serve a great God. I feel like He is going to take my daddy is going to take care of me, and I love that I am comfortable in that peace.
Yeah.
I feel wonderful that the place that I'm in my life, I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for Todd and Diane who come here every week with me, who jumped on board with Ladies and Lyrics with me. They don't know how grateful I am to the both of them, but yeah, I love them. I'm grateful to them. I'm glad they're on this ride with me because I have so much fun with them every week. I
I
love
love
y'all. Thank
y'all
you.
too. Love you
Yes.
too.
I love
Love
y'all. Yes.
Diane. Love
Yes. Love
y'all.
you.
Look,
Yes.
I know I love y'all because as tired as I am, I've been on a media blitz trying to get my conference ticket sold and all this other good stuff. And I'm just like tonight, I'm like, oh Lord, I'm tired. But I'm gonna
Okay.
get on and I'm gonna show my best face and I'm gonna support my sisters because we sisters.
Absolutely.
We me and
Yes.
you
Yes,
must
we
never
are.
part, okay?
Yes.
Karen said Thanksgiving is to be thankful, although we need to be thankful every day. And then she said she loved the earrings. So
Thank
yeah,
you.
real
Baby Paige,
quickly,
Paige like them too. She want them. She want them. She want to borrow them already.
yeah. So
Yeah.
Brenda, who else is out there? Brenda, anybody else watching? What are you all
You
grateful
want to you
for?
want to share with us? What are y'all thankful for? Go ahead,
Yes.
share,
Yeah,
share, share,
thankful
share.
for,
Let's
grateful
just talk
for.
about Thanksgiving is
Yeah.
coming up. Hey, who's cooking? Diane. Diane, you throwing down in the kitchen?
No, ma'am, honey. Let me tell you,
What?
baby, I am a guest at somebody's table. And if I was close to y'all, I'd be coming to your house too. No, Aunt Karen and Brenda are probably gonna stroll to their house. Yes, no, ma'am. I'm going to Aunt Karen's house. Brenda, I'm gonna come early. You gotta tell me what time. No, this year I decided that I was not gonna cook. I serve all year long. I love doing it, but I have to also say to myself, you deserve to be served too. So you don't
Yeah.
have to wait for someone to say, I'll serve you. You have to give it to yourself. And no, I am not cooking. But last week I did cook.
Hmm.
I made Cornish hens and stuffing and collard greens
Oh,
and
so you already made Thanksgiving dinner. Okay.
no. I ain't looking at it like that. I wasn't in the kitchen all night long, but
No.
yeah, no, I'm not. And I'm okay with it. I'm okay without cooking, and I have to say that to myself. I'm okay with it. I love cooking. I do.
I don't.
I
I
I
do
love.
like
not
cooking.
enjoy
Yeah,
cooking at all.
I
I
love it.
like cooking.
I'm not
Not,
gonna
let me
lie.
not say it all. There are some days when, if I make something and I'm like, I just made some guacamole and it was good. I'm like, oh, this guacamole good. So there's some days when I make some stuff like, oh, this is really tasty. But I'm pretty much going to eat the same stuff, quick, fast, eat, go to bed, unless I go out. I love food, but I don't like to cook. However,
Yeah.
this Thanksgiving, my contribution is going to be, my son wants to do, he's hosting. Elijah is hosting dinner. So people are going to like bring dishes and I'm going to do greens and sweet potatoes. So that's what I'm going to
Okay.
do. Yeah.
So
Well,
what is Elijah cooking?
I don't remember, but it's a long list of stuff. He's cooking some stuff. I know.
Oh, so
And
he can cook. So when I come,
he
you tell
can.
Elijah. Well, you tell him when I come, I want me some good some Chicago food.
I'm gonna tell him
What is
because
Chicago
he
food?
could he
So
could look. Let me tell you, the tables have turned because when they were little, I had to cook. Now I depend on him for my dinner mostly. I like what you cooking for dinner, and he'll cook.
yes,
If he's cooking, he'll cook enough for me because we're in the same building. So he'll be like, I got something for you.
yeah.
yes.
Oh.
What
Well,
you
my
Ty,
cooking,
you
Ty?
son,
cooking?
I'm sure I will be, but I'm not sure what that's gonna be at this point. My son won't be here. He'll be out of town with his dad. So yeah. That's okay because I like to rest on the holidays. I'm not a holiday person. My holiday is New Year's Eve. That's when I get hyped. Christmas and Thanksgiving and all of that. I can sleep on the couch all day. I'm okay with that.
Okay,
I'm not a big holiday person either.
my
Yeah.
birthday.
My birthday is
Oh,
the biggest holiday I
Brenda
have going.
Brenda
Yeah.
says, I am thankful for finally making my move to relocate to do bigger and better things that give me peace and my family can enjoy. Praise God for that, Brenda. I love that.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
Congratulations, Brenda.
So, before we forget to let everybody know, since next week is the holidays, we will have a Ladies and Lyrics show for Wednesday, but it will be a special show. It won't be live, but we have something special
Special.
planned for you all. So, still tune in while you cooking dinner, while you putting however, whatever as you prepping for Thursday. Still tune in. We have a special show that we're planning for you all. So just in case you're commenting and we don't respond, it's because we're not live.
But that's okay. Go ahead and scream, yell, and stuff. Do
yes,
whatever you need to do at the screen. But
Yeah.
please
yes.
tune in. It'll be great. It'll be a good show. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So we are going to end our show just a few minutes early today because baby Peyton wants to eat my fingers. What? What did you say? Say hi. Say bye. Wait. Look, you see her? She is so
Put
funny.
it up a little bit more. Look at me.
Yeah.
Oh,
There she is. Look. Say hi to everybody. Say, I am
right.
trying
She
to
is
reach for my
beautiful.
nana's earrings
Oh,
and
you
her
know what?
finger.
And charge it to our heads and not our hearts. But guess what? We are thankful for our fourth co-host for tuning in
Yes,
and rocking with us every
every
single week.
yes,
We really appreciate you all. We really love you all. We really thank you all for supporting us every single week. It's some of you all who don't miss a week, and there's no words of expression for us to really say how much we really appreciate you all for just supporting us. So thank
yes.
you.
Thank
Yes,
you.
thank you, Ty. Absolutely. We are
Thank
so
you.
grateful that you all
Yes.
keep tuning in. coming in here and seeing what we're going to talk. What are those ladies going to talk about this week? So we appreciate that. Thank you so much. Look, do you want to say something to everybody before we leave? Say, I'm just the cutest. I'm the cutest. It's going to be with me a whole week. When I get back on, I'll tell y'all how I survived. We'll let you know.
Okay.
Right, Mama? Okay, so guess what? We are still looking for people to submit a song for our show. So if you know anyone or if you create music, it could be any genre, a rap, gospel, what else? Reggae, country, any kind of genre that you want to come on and send those songs into Ladies Lyrics. You know what would be a great Christmas gift? If we had just a list of people to choose from for those songs, and we actually were able to come to the new year with a new Ladies and Lyrics song. That would be wonderful. So you want to get us something for Christmas? That's something that we like for Christmas, right, ladies?
Yes.
All right, look, Pat.
I was going to try to do a little something.
Are you going to sing?
I'm gonna work on it. I might submit a song. I'm gonna work on it.
Look, hey.
Happy holidays, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving. Be safe, be blessed, enjoy your family and friends. Yes.
Okay. All right. So let's go. Let's get out of here with a little bit more Tim McGraw. We'll see y'all back here next week or the week after next on Ladies and Lyrics.
What you do? And he said, I went skydiving, I went Rocky Mountain climbing, I went 2.7 seconds on a bull named Blue.